Hello everyone, welcome to ViTech Talks. In this lecture, we are going to talk about how to deploy Mule application by using Maven plugins. Okay, by using Maven plugin with username and password from any point platform. Okay, so in order to deploy an application by using Maven plugin, first we need to install Maven into your local machine. Okay, so we have already installed in the previous session. Okay, I already explained how to install and how to download. So if you want that link, okay, you can find it in a description. So the prerequisites are we need to first thing is we need to set up Maven in local system. Okay, local system. So once you set up Maven into your local system, you can go to command prompt. You can go to command prompt and verify Maven -v so that you will be able to see. Okay, so what is the version? It is installed and it is configured. Okay, it is configured into your local machine. Okay, in my machine, the Apache Maven, it's already installed. Okay, the latest version, it is the 3.9.6. I would recommend you to download 3.8.6 into your local machine. Okay, in this URL also, I'll provide you in the description, or else what you can do is you can go to this YouTube channel, type ViTech Talks. If you go to playlist, so here you will be able to identify, okay, MuleSoft CloudHub deployment process. So here I have created, okay, how to set up Maven into your local system. First, you can go through this one and then you can try to watch this video and you can implement. Okay, now Maven is installed into my machine. Okay, what is the version? Apache Maven 3.8.6. Then what is next? You can go to Anypoint Studio. You can go to Anypoint Studio, and here also you can verify. Go to Windows and Preference. Type Maven here. Okay, type Maven here. So here you will be able to see. Okay, there is an option called use embedded Maven installation with 3.8.6. If you don't want to use this version, what you can do? You can remove this checkbox and you can configure here. Okay, you can copy paste this URL, this URI path. Okay, this URI path you can configure here. Okay, so this one also it will work, but I'm going to use this option. Okay, this option and test Maven configuration. So if it is successfully configured, then we can able to see this green color tick mark here. Okay, green color tick marks. Now I'm going to cancel this one anyway. So the Maven is set up in my local machine. Okay, now I have already created one sample project. Okay, I have created one sample project. Let me test this one. Okay, let me test. Okay, it's already running in my local. So there is an welcome API. Okay, I have created. So as soon as if you trigger this one, you can able to see this message and deployment process. Welcome to ViTech. Here I'm learning MuleSoft. Deployment. Okay, deployment using Maven plugin with username and password. Okay, this is my local. Okay, in local it is running localhost 8081 and welcome. Now the next step is we need to add some configurations. this is very important. We need to add this configuration, okay, this configuration into your pom.xml. This is very first step. Okay, first we need to add these configurations. So what are those configurations? How to get it? Okay, if you want to get this configurations, what you can do is you can go to Mule documentation. If you type Mule document with a CloudHub, okay, you will be able to see these options. Just to copy this, just copy this configuration to configuration. Okay, starting to and ending. Okay, so here, if you observe here, these are the parameters we need to pass: URI, the Mule version, username and password, application name, environment, region, workers, and worker type. Okay. So why do we need to pass these values? Okay. Just let me log in into my Anypoint platform account. So earlier, how we are deploying? We are deploying directly. Okay. So we'll go to runtime manager. We'll go to runtime manager and we will select. Okay. We'll select the environment, whether it is a dev or QA or production region or whatever it is. Okay. So if it is a dev, then click on this dev. And here in the previous sessions, we have seen, okay, how to deploy manually. Okay, manually by using runtime manager. So here we are going to provide our API name. Suppose it's a test API. Again, I'm explaining here. Okay. And here we are going to choose our jar file here. This is the runtime version. These are the replica count. This is the replica size. Okay. So like this, we have done it earlier. But now in this video, our main motto is to deploy our application by using Maven. Okay. For that, what we need to do is, okay, you need to configure these things. Okay. You need to configure this in a pom.xml. Okay. I have copied and pasted here. Okay. And again, here there are three ways we can pass these values. There are three ways. Okay. The one you can hard code here. Okay. See the URI, how we have hard coded. Okay. HTTPS anypoint.mulesoft.com. App runtime version is suppose 4.4.0. The username and password, everything you can hard code. Okay. Instead of getting from properties file. This is one way. And another way is there is a second way is you have to get the value. See dollar deployment dot region, dollar deployment dot workers, dollar deployment dot worker type. So this means we are getting the values from, okay, properties file. We'll see what is properties file. Okay. Then the third way is you can pass by using Maven command. Okay. By using Maven command itself. Okay. While executing Maven, okay, while executing Maven commands, we can pass. There are three ways we can do that. Okay. So here, this URI, okay, this URI, we have hard coded. Okay. This is how we can hard code. So that is the reason I'm not passing this value from properties file. And see, everything you can hard code if you want. Okay. That is up to you. But as per the standards, we should not hard code the common values. So every time we need to pick it from config file. Okay, config file. So the config file has been created in source main resources, my config dev. So this is my configuration.yml. So here again, so if you want, you can create application dot, my config.properties. The same way dot properties file also you can create. So here I'm following YAML file. Okay. So this is a YAML version. Now here I'm entering all the values. Okay, here I have defined. Okay, so what are the values it is required? See, the app.runtime. The app.runtime. App.runtime is 4.4.0. Next, ap.username. Okay, these are the values. Okay, I'll pass it via command prompt. Okay, so these are like any point platform login credentials. Okay, any point platform login credentials we need to pass. Next, application name. Deployment.cloudhub.application.name. Okay, go to properties. See what I have given, deployment.cloudhub.application.name. Okay, ViTech sample API. So or else you can pick it from this artifact ID also. Okay, that is also one of the way. Now this environment. Okay, if you observe this environment, okay, I'm not passing any value here. This environment also, environment variable also, I'll pass it via command prompt. Okay, while executing Maven commands. Next, the region. Okay, region. What is region and what is workers and worker types, right? Okay, the region I'm going to keep it as US is 2. Workers as 1. Worker type is micro. Object store is true always. Okay, then I'm going to pass those values by using properties file. Okay, by using properties file. So there is a log message here. If you observe this one, log message. Okay, this message I'm using it in my API flow. Okay, if you see this transform message, okay, I'm reading the value from YAML file. Okay, p log.message. Okay, so this message I have hard coded, but this one I'm reading it from properties file. Okay, properties file. Next, we need to configure the port, right? Okay, so the port number also I'm taking it from properties. Okay, $http dot port. Okay, $http dot port. So this will read from configurations. Okay, that's fine. So if you want to understand more what is region and what is workers, okay, what is object store, okay, you can go through this MuleSoft documentation. So here you'll be able to identify, okay, see the worker type is micro. So this is the default one. Small is there, medium is there, large is there, X large. Okay. Again, regions. Coming to regions, in which region we are going to deploy, okay, your application. Okay, you can copy and paste it over there. Okay. So this is how you can configure. So the main important things is, okay, the main important things are like, okay, this configuration. Okay, this configuration you need to copy and keep it into pom.xml after this plugin. Okay, so there is a plugin, Maven plugin. So here we need to configure. Okay, so this is my configuration. Anyway, this configuration also I'll give you in a description. If you want, you can use that. Okay, so here the properties HTTP port and environment. Okay, environment and app.username and password. I'm going to pass it from command prompt. Okay, how to do that? So first you can go to project. You can go to project, click on this show in option. Okay, click on this system explorer. So this is where my project is created. It's like my workspace. See, normally what we will do, we'll go to target and we will take the jar file and we are going to deploy it into any point platform in the inside any point platform inside a runtime manager, right? Okay, so now if you observe here, there are no applications for deployed as of now. Just observe. So after configure everything, Okay, what we can do is we can go to this location, project location. So how to go to project location? Click on right click. Here we have a show in option. Click on System Explorer. Okay. Go to inside this project. Either you can copy this one or you can type CMD here. Okay, CMD. So automatically the path it will take. See, D workspace 1 ViTech sample API. Type here Maven -v. See, the Maven is successfully installed. Now perform Maven clean. Okay, MVN space clean. Okay, so this is the first command you have to perform. See, the build is success as of now. Okay, now how to deploy? That's very simple. Uh, you can go to this documentation itself. So here we have the commands like, okay, Maven clean deploy, mule deploy, and for undeploy also. Okay, so we have to copy paste this one. Okay, you have to copy paste this. Next, you have to provide the environments, right? Okay, so there are 3 values. I need to pass it via command prompt. I mean, while building. So environment is, so which environment I'm going to deploy? There is a dev environment. So that's what we can see it here also. See, there is a dev environment we are going to deploy, not in a QA. Okay. As of now, there are no applications for deployed. Okay. Now I need to pass app.username. Okay. You can go to your project. See, ap.username. AP means any point platform account username I need to pass here. Okay. VIT school _04. Okay. Next, give one space, give hyphen capital D ap dot password equal to, here I need to provide the password. Test @123 is my password. Okay. So later I will change. Okay. This is for testing purpose. Okay. Now what you need to do, just give one enter here. Just give one enter. Okay. Scanning for projects. See, just observe here. So if you have any errors, then you will get it in a red color and it will throw in errors and it will stop the process. But if there are no errors, it will continue to this process. Now we can go to meanwhile. Okay, we'll observe this one. Okay, we'll observe this one also. There is a process automatically see deploying artifact. Okay, deploying artifact, creating the application name. Okay, starting application. See, it is undeployed now. It is trying to deploy the project. See, we are not doing in a manual way. I mean, the manual in the sense, we are not taking the any jar file and we are not doing the configurations in runtime manager. So everything we have done it via our project itself. Okay. Just observe checking if application is started. Okay. Let's wait for a few seconds, or what you can do, just click on this API name. Okay. This is my API. If you go to this logs, now again, the same process like the previous sessions, right? We have seen, right? Okay, how it is going to deploy. See, there is only one command. Okay. So after configurations, Maven clean deploy, and mule deploy. So here, what are the parameters? See, if I want to pass all the parameters via command prompt, I can do that. Instead of passing here, I can pass everything in a command prompt also. That will also work. But here we are doing, okay, see, one I have hard coded, okay, one, okay, let me close this. See, one value, it's like the application name, the URL, okay, any point URL I have hard coded here. There are few values I'm reading from configuration file. There are 3 values I'm passing via command prompt. Okay, command prompt. Again, this is the command. Okay, anyway, I'll share this command in a description too. Okay, so that you can able to access. Let's go to runtime manager and I'll go to dashboard. Okay, this is my URI. Okay, this is my URI. Okay, still it is deploying. Okay. Okay, now it is done. Okay, now it is in a green mark. Okay, now it is in a green mark so that it is already deployed. So now take this URI. See, now take this URI. Go to Thunder client or Postman. Okay. Okay, this is not the correct URI. Okay, I'm going to pass this here. Okay, HTTP colon the CloudHub URL here. The resource path is welcome. See, it is deployed. Okay, it is deployed, so we can able to access it via Postman or browser or Thunder client. Okay, see, just observe here. See, welcome to ViTech. Here I'm learning MuleSoft deployment using Maven plugin with username and password. Okay, fine. Now we are able to access this. Suppose, is there any changes in my program or in the API? Okay, in the API. Okay, let me change at least a few letters here. Okay, instead of, okay, welcome to ViTech. Here we are learning. Okay, I'll keep it like this. Okay, just observe. We are learning. Okay, so now this one is giving I'm learning. Now I have changed. Suppose. So what you can do, just save it. Just do save. Directly you can go to command prompt in the project location. If you give up arrow, so you will get the previous commands. Okay, maven clean deploy. Okay, again you have to deploy. Just give one enter. Okay, just give one enter. So again, what it will do? It will deploy on top of that. It will deploy on top of this version. Okay, top of this version. Just will observe. Okay. Still it is running, I think. Okay. Deploying artifact. Okay, it's already exist. Redeploying. See, if you observe this one. So the application name is ViTech sample API already exists. So I'm going to redeploying. See, now we can observe here. So it is redeploying. Let me take the annotation. See. So what it will do? It will redeploy. And after redeploying, we can able to see our latest changes. Okay, click on this application. Go to this logs. Okay. So it will take few seconds to deploy. Okay, let it deploy. So meanwhile, there is a process again. Okay, there is a process. Okay, there is a process. What we can do is we can undeploy. So how normally we will undeploy means, okay, we'll go to this settings option. So here we have an option called, delete. The option called delete or restart, right? So the same thing, what we can do is by using Maven commands, we can undeploy. So what is the command here? See, Maven mule undeploy. This is the command for undeploy. See, both are different again. Maven clean deploy is there. So here it is an undeploy. Okay. We are going to see how to undeploy also. Deployment failed. Okay. Has encountered problems. I started here. Go to logs. So I think that is different error, guys. Okay. So I was running in my local. Okay. That is the reason that one we are getting. So that is not the error for deploying the application into CloudHub. Okay. It is redeploying now. See, here you can able to see the first time. Okay. 1726, the deployment was happened. Now 1731, again, the deployment is started. Okay. The deployment is started. So now here you can able to see your application started successfully. Okay. So that means you can able to trigger. Okay. I'm going to trigger using Thunder client here. See, as soon as if it is deployed, we can able to see the changes. Welcome to ViTech. Here we are learning MuleSoft. Earlier, it was like I'm learning MuleSoft. Okay. Now the changes were reflected. The changes were reflected here. Okay. That's how we can deploy. That's how we can deploy. So again, if you go to logs, if I hit for 2 or 3 or 4 times, suppose, so how we can able to identify? Okay. How we can able to identify means, okay, there is a logger. There is a logger I have created, sample API trigger. Okay. Sample API trigger. So this way we can able to identify how many hits are happened to this API. How many hits are happened to this API. Okay. This is how we can notice whether our application is using someone or not. Okay. This is fine. Now I want to undeploy now. Okay. I want to undeploy. Okay. Let's go to command prompt here. Let's go to command prompt. Copy this Maven command for undeploy. Okay. MVN mule undeploy, or else you can type also. Okay. So I'll take this one. So here again you need to pause. Again, you need to pause. Environment here. Okay. Environment is dev, one space, app.username. So here I need to provide my anypoint platform account username here. The same way, it is score underscore 04 ap.password equal to my password. Okay. So now this command will get undeploy the application. Okay. So it is giving some errors. Okay. Let me try to check this one. The issue with, see, I forget to mention -d over there. Okay. That is the reason. Just come here, -d. Okay. This is very important. This is a syntax we need to follow. Okay. Just try to hit enter now. See, now the application is started and it is running in my cloud. Okay. It's an internet. Okay. It's an internet. It is working fine. It's working fine. Now we are trying to undeploy. See, the build is success. The build is success and it is deleted. It is deleted and undeployed and undeployed. Now we are unable to see the deployment. We are unable to see the deployment. Okay. So this is how we can undeploy. Even if you hit this URL, right? Okay. You won't get any results. Okay. We won't get any results because we don't have any application in a CloudHub. Okay. So this is how we can configure the Maven. Okay. Properties. Okay. Maven properties and write the external properties. And by using Maven commands, we can able to deploy and undeploy the process. Okay. Try it in your mission. If you are facing any issues, okay, please comment in a comment section so that I can ready to help you. Thanks for watching this. Happy learning.